But I ain't been.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk strictly Wizards and maybe a little bit about your college life, just because I'm a Razorback fan. But yeah. So first day as a Wizard, how is that like meeting the team?
First day as a Wizards fan, it was lit. I mean, to be honest, because Russ was here, and coming in and just really just being a part of another organization and stuff. It was just a lot of stuff that was new to me and stuff. So the atmosphere and stuff was great. I liked it a lot. Just sitting down, watching the practice and stuff, seeing all the smiles and stuff. No matter how the season went at first with them before I got here, you could just tell the energy in the building was just different because everybody just wanted to come in and work and just get better and be able to come out, the next night and stuff and just be able to play ball. So like I said, the atmosphere was great. The energy was great. I loved it. They welcomed me and Chandler in with open arms. Nothing was awkward or anything at all. It was just natural. It felt natural. So first day I got here, went through physicals and stuff, and we just took it from there. It was a real great experience, especially coming in and having a guy like Russ, welcome us in, Brad, and all the other guys on the team too. It was a real fun thing for sure.
Because I remember that day, and I was hyped. I was hyped. I've seen you in college, a little bit in high school, and man, it was ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I texted Garland. I knew about you a little bit. I knew you could jump and block shots. So I was like, and Garland was like, oh, this guy's gonna be good. He's
like, this man's
and so I was just excited. And I mean, you remember you got the fan support like from day one. You came in and you just got like 5 blocks in a row, and you just caught a bunch of lobs from Russ. And I mean, it felt like you were part of the team from day one.
It was real good for me. I mean, it just clicked instantly. Just came in and I was just ready to work. It was a lot of stuff that I was dealing with and stuff coming from Chicago and stuff, but I had to put my big boy britches on because I'm with a new team now. So everybody ain't gonna take the same old BS that we had in the last place. So I had to step it up. So yeah, I mean, I got here, I locked in, and it was just great from start to finish.
Yeah. So like building off of that, at one game, pretty early on where the fans got let back in, my dad, I'm a season ticket holder, and my dad, he yelled, "Put in Gafford," like as loud as he could. And I just wanted to know like what did it mean like to have just like the fans there like chanting Gafford, like that's what it started. And just to have kind of that love instantly from an entire arena of fans.
I mean, I loved it. The fans always bring a different type of energy and a different type of vibe to the arena. Just to have them back in the arena and stuff, it was great. And then just hearing like people calling my name and certain things like that. I mean, it's just a bundle of joy that goes, that's just inside of you. It always comes out because you got the fans there that always have your back. No matter what the season looks like, no matter how you play or anything like that, people always have your back. You can literally be like one of the worst players on the team. You still have people that are there behind you every step of the way of your career and just, giving you all the love and support that you need to be able to withstand, the stint that you're going through negatively until you get back to a positive mindset.
I mean, I think that's very well said. So, I mean, do you think you had there was a big change in home court advantage from before and after they allowed fans in?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we were doing great things when the fans weren't there, because when it comes to the fans not being there, you got to bring your own energy to the gym. And that's what the team did, from the guys that started to the guys that were coming off the bench and to the guys that, that were always just sitting at the end of the bench waiting for their name to be called. It's just, just bringing our own energy and just really just having fun with the game and loving the energy and loving the vibe and just sticking to the process because, at the end of the day, it's always light at the end of the tunnel. And when the fans came back, it just doubled because, we had all the energy that we wanted coming in from the team. Then we got the fans coming in and they're bringing up the energy too. So it's just stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. I mean, that must have been a fun day. Like the first day with the fans.
It was real fun. I loved it a lot just to have them back in it because it didn't really feel like, it didn't feel natural. It like the natural feeling that we had, it just felt like, okay, we're going in, we're playing without fans. That was the natural feeling. When the fans came back, it was just a whole different story. It just felt like something new, and it felt like that this was the first time ever that we played with fans because of COVID and stuff. But it was just a lot of energy in the building. I loved it a lot, and I would do it all over again if I could, just to have that same experience.
Moving a little bit forward in time from that moment, playing tournament was implemented this year. Y'all played Boston game 1 or in the tournament. Lost that one. What was the mindset like going to game 2, knowing that this is it? We're getting in or we're going home.
It was win or go home at that point. When we lost to Boston, it was a mindset. Like Russ had said in the locker room, I think this was when we were in Atlanta, actually. He didn't say it after the Boston game. He didn't make plans to, go on vacation or anything in the postseason because he wanted to play. And that's the mindset we had to come out with because, we lost in Boston. And it's like, yeah, all the energy was down and everything like that. We had one more chance. If we took that opportunity, we didn't take it for granted. We came out and we did what we had to do to be able to withstand it and get to the position that we wanted to be. We couldn't just hang our heads on the fact that we lost to Boston or anything like that. Other than that, we just came out the next game, put the past behind us, and focused on what was in front of us, and that was Indiana. And we came out and we played the game, and we won that one. We were in the playoffs, so it was a real great experience. It was a lot of, it was a lot of lessons learned in that Boston game for sure. Especially for me, because, this is somewhat like the play-in tournament. It was like the first, I would say, stage of playoff basketball. And just realizing that coming into the Indiana game, they had, I forget his name every time. What is the big's name?
Sabonis.
Sabonis, yeah. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I know Sabonis is going to come out. He's going to play physical. He's going to come out and he's going to have all the energy in the world. Basically, everybody on their team had all the energy in the world. And we had to come out and match that. So we came out and we played the game that we wanted to and got the outcome that we wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so you think having like veteran leadership like Russ and guys like that really helped after, a game like the Boston game?
Yeah, for sure. Because just having guys like Brad or Russ or just any type of vet guy in general, vet guys want to win because they've been through, the trials and tribulations when it comes to the game. So just being in that position, they don't hang their heads when it comes to losses. They might talk shit about it. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, that is. Should have did this. Should have did that. But at the end of the day, they come out and they play better next game, and they lead their team to victory. And that's what the vets did, especially Russ and Brad. They came out. They didn't want to go home. And one thing for sure, I didn't want to go home either. So we just came out and we played ball. Nobody on the team wanted to go home. Everybody had the mindset of we were going to the playoffs, and we made that happen because it was a lot of people counting the Wizards out before I got there. And when I got there for sure, I had seen the stat. It was like a 0.06% chance of us making the playoffs.
Insane.
That was nuts.
Yeah. So we opened a lot of eyes. We closed. We shut up a lot of I would say hate that happened. We got Mr. Triple Double that was helping us out. We got Bradley Beal, Mr. Cone Drill. Just simple things. We just came out and we played basketball.
Especially with a city, DC capital, but it's not really that big of a market.
Right.
So I guess I wouldn't say a small city, but a small city compared to LA, New York, just the market really showed up and showed them what y'all were about.
Yeah, for sure. Like we came out and just had fun with it, really. Coming down the line, there's a lot of lessons that'll be learned when it comes to just say basketball in general. Just being in that position and just being in that mindset of like, we may lose one, but who knows what's going to happen the next game? Can't really just dwell on that. It was a lot of talk in Chicago when I was there. When Billy Donovan came in, he was like, just seeing Chicago in general. Everybody was saying that they had like a loser mind. We had like a loser mindset and stuff. So the tables turned for Chicago when I was there. The tables turned for that team. I wish the best luck to them. But just really just taking from what Billy Donovan has said that losing mindset that can really carry over to a lot of games for sure. So really just come out night in, night out with the mindset of, we're going to go take this win and we're going to worry about that. We're going to worry about the game that's in front of us and take it one step at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk about Wes Unseld Jr. Are you excited? Have you met him yet?
I haven't got a chance to meet him face-to-face yet. We've had conversations over the phone. He introduced himself to me and stuff. I'm trying to just let him, just get settled in and whatnot, because I'm pretty sure it's been a bit of a whirlwind for him for sure. Just, getting into the coaching job, doing all the pictures, all the media, certain things like that. So whenever the chance is for me to meet him, for sure, I'm going to meet him. But right now, it's just over text message basis. Nothing really too serious, I would say. From what I've seen, he seems like he's a real down-to-earth guy. I can't wait to be, in the atmosphere with him. He says he's really excited, and I'm really excited as well.
I know the narrative of him returning to DC, especially after
the
passing of his father, it's coming back and trying to do something for the city. Gotta love it.
Yeah. It reminds me of like the Dragon Ball Z thing. Bardock, he got, he was trying to protect his little planet from Frieza whenever he destroyed it. And Goku was in like the capsule recovering and stuff, and now he's out. So we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah. I went to his press conference. I got that ball. He signed that ball.
That's dope. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So he sounds pretty good. He sounded really good at the press conference. Are there any like changes you expected to make right away that
right now, I would say right now, just expect the unexpected. Because Russ is gone now, so we got a lot of guys. We got a lot of new guys coming in, so it's gonna be a lot of new faces and stuff in Washington jersey. So we just have to take it one step at a time. One thing about me, I'm not gonna try to rush into anything. I'm just gonna take it one step at a time. Come in and get my work in, and just pretty much work to get as much chemistry as I can built up with the team, and just take it one day at a time to where we can build a foundation to where we can make a push for the playoffs again, for sure.
Right. Yeah, I mean, leading off that, we don't have to go into the details of the trade, but we got 6 new guys yesterday: Montrezl Harrell, Kuzma, KCP, Kispert, Aaron Holiday, Isaiah Todd. I mean, it was a busy day. Do you have any connection to any of those guys, or do any of them stand out to you for one reason or another?
Pretty much just like all the guys coming from the Lakers, just a bunch of dogs.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of grit on the team for sure. And I mean, I just can't wait for it. Montrezl Harrell, me and him have had a history of talking shit to each other.
Yeah.
Well, he talks shit. He talk most of the shit. I just kind of chill. But I just can't wait to, be around a guy like him, because I feel like him, Caldwell Pope, Kuzma, Aaron Holiday, I know him and both of his brothers and stuff. We were under the same agent at one point in time. I know him pretty well, somewhat. But other than that, we just got a bunch of dogs just coming in. I know they're ready to work. I know they're hungry, So, like I said, we're going to put all this stuff together. We're going to put this puzzle together and try to make this playoff push for sure.
Yeah. They're tough guys.
Montrez, I think recently broke a backboard. I don't know if
he did. I seen that.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't see that. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
It was real crazy when I see that video.
Sticking with a little bit of the draft, coming from the University of Arkansas, being in the past kind of a somewhat small school in the sports world, now has become, one of the standouts in recent years. People have been getting a little bit of sneak peeks with greatness of what's bound to come from, your windmill dunk against Florida in the SEC tournament. That was hype. Gotta love that. This past year, Elite 8 appearance led by Moses Moody. And then, that was in the college program. And now we're seeing y'all in the NBA, of course, the professional scene of, and of course you and your fan and organization favorite. And we got Bobby Portis, who just won a ring with the Bucks. Gotta love him.
Yeah.
Isaiah Joe on the Sixers. He's a fan favorite, Arkansas favorite. And then last night, Moses Moody, drafted by the Warriors in the 14th pick. And, being from a state who being from a state that doesn't have a professional basketball team or really any professional team, was it like, not only shining light on the college program, but also shining light on the state as a whole through what y'all do?
It's great because, we got the whole state behind us. I came I grew up down south, El Dorado, Arkansas. It's like somewhat of a known city. It's a small town and stuff. Just coming up from that and just seeing where Bobby Portis come from. I looked up to him when I was in high school, being on the same team as Isaiah Joe, and, being like well aware of Moses Moody because, he played around when it came to, I forgot where he played the first time when he was Arkansas. I think he played in North Little Rock, I believe. Can't remember though.
something like that, yeah.
So, we got a lot of guys that are in the cities, that either came from nothing or are just dogs in general. And got a God-given talent and they grind and they work to get to the positions they want to be in. And that work shows and people take notice of when you work and have a great work ethic and you put your talent to good use and you're coachable and you're professional, so on and so forth. So just the whole state, like the whole state of Arkansas is always behind us. We got a lot of love in the city. You know what I'm saying? If we playing bad, they're gonna let us know if we playing bad for sure. Because I don't have my fair share of that.
Yeah. You stay connected with any of the Arkansas players that are, coming in or veterans?
I try to. Yeah, I try to. I text Bobby every now and then, just to get words of wisdom from a guy that's been in the league for a minute, especially of a guy that I looked up to. I talk to Isaiah every now and then, sooner or later I'm gonna try to get back on the game, because he plays the game all the time, just like you. I haven't got a chance to reach out to Moses yet, but I'm pretty sure I will, especially whenever we go to Golden State. For sure. Can't wait for it because it's just great to see a lot of familiar faces in the league for sure that you've been around, especially from your hometown, like home state. It's amazing. I love it a lot. But I try to, but I'm a bit of a quiet guy. I don't really communicate that much. I stay to myself most of the time just so I can keep myself out of trouble. But other than that, I try to every now and then.
We personally, what are you doing in the off season? I saw that you dropped some apparel of be a dog. You've said dog, dog mentality. Like, what's all that about?
Yeah, so like my Be a Dog merch, what's like, oh, geez, I can't even pull my chair out. But yeah, the Be a Dog merch, I just dropped that, and sooner or later I'm gonna probably drop some more because I want to do like my initials on a couple of things, and I'm gonna make a lot of other stuff like my quote, like my thing that I put in my geez, I can't even talk now. Thing that I put in my captions on Instagram and stuff. It's can't stop, won't stop. I'm gonna try to put that on a t-shirt and a hoodie and all that. I'm gonna try to, bring a lot of stuff out to where it's like motivational because I want to motivate a lot of people, just be a dog thing, you know what I'm saying? Just be a dog, whatever you do, whether it's off the court or on the court, just, grind, be gritty, have a hard work ethic in whatever you do, because at the end of the day, that's all you can do because people see that and people take notice, and that's what gets you exposure for sure. When it comes to a work ethic, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't work with that talent ain't gonna work for you for sure. Because it's you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of guys that I know that I've seen that always have told me don't ever like stop working, don't ever stop, putting your all into it, because it'll be like the worst mistake you can ever make. Because sooner or later, the ball is going to stop bouncing, the ball is going to deflate, and you're going to have to make decisions off the court soon. So at the end of the day, I just put as much work as I possibly can into the basketball scene for sure. Because sooner or later, the ball is going to stop bouncing for me. So I want to have as much notice on me as possible to where when I'm off the court, I can be able to take care of my kids and my kids' kids, and my mom and my dad, all that.
Yeah. So I love that mentality. I think it's awesome. So going off of that, what's the one thing that you're working to improve on the most this off season?
Man, for sure is shooting the ball more, and just I'm pretty sure just like everybody that sees me on the court, I'm always just 100 miles per hour. I'm working a lot on just taking my time, working on my footwork, and just being able to work out the post. If I ever come into the position where I'm back to the basket and I have to face a guy up, take him to the rack, shoot over him, anything like that. I'm really working on like a lot of stuff. So I'm working on pretty much just like my craft in general to where I can be more of a threat on offensive end and take, some of the attention off guys to where, you don't get trapped all the time. Or just pretty much, sometimes they might have to trap me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your
Yeah.
position is, might not be as shined upon as, point guards and, whatever. But, the centers, big men do all the dirty work in the post, get rebounds, catch lobs.
Most important.
Do all that. It's like, what is it like going up against, for centers at least, like, Joel Embiid, Jokic, like, what is it like? What are you thinking in that moment?
I haven't got a full experience of guarding Jokic yet. I've seen him just in person in general, just, putting on the tandem, with him being the high caliber player that he is. But like Joel Embiid, Steven Adams, Enes Kanter, who else? Mirotic, it's guys like them. It's more, some of them aren't like really, I would say, face-up guys, more of them like back to the basket guys. Yes, going against those guys, I can learn a lot. Like Joel Embiid, the guy of his size, he's like a 7-footer, and like, I don't know how much he weighs. I don't want to say like a weight and it'd be wrong. And he's like, oh, you calling me fat and all that. And I ain't gonna do that. So just like a guy his size and being able to move like he does and being able to handle the ball and stuff like that, I learned a lot from those guys. Like Jokic, he's somewhat of a playmaking big. He can shoot the three, he can catch it in the post, he can make plays out of the post, he can pass, and he'll take it up and down the court if he has to. Simple as that. Like Rudy Gobert going against him, the defensive mindset first and the offensive mindset second. That's just the real big thing to me because I learned as I go. Like I told Joel in the playoffs, I was like, I'm gonna steal a couple of your moves.
Yeah.
Just like certain things like that. That's what I try to do to like implement in my game to where I can excel a little bit further to where I can make all-star status or just superstar status or really just in general just six-man status. Just come out, be able to play the basketball that I want and still have that defensive mindset that I need to be able to withstand, a long career in the NBA because I want a long career in the NBA for sure. And it's just on me with the work ethic that I have to be able to withstand that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And last thing, I would say the last thing about, we're both a big fan of the center position. We love it. We love all the dirty work and whatnot. But there was a lot of centers or just a lot of big men on the team last year. Brooke Lopez. Thomas Bryant, he got injured.
Alex
Len, like, and there's just a bunch of rotations.
Center by committee.
Yeah, it was crazy. What was going on there? Did Scott Brooks put in you for defense? I know one game he had like 5 blocks at halftime, something like that.
Really, it's just guy. I don't know if it was like on purpose or anything. I would say he was putting guys in just to like set the tone in like certain situations. Alex always started because he set the tone with the physicality. I came in, set the tone with the defensive physicality for sure. Alex was scoring. I came in, I did my thing. And Robin Lopez, he came in, he got on the post and he's Captain Hook,
the hook, man.
The post and it's like simple as that. So I really don't know. I really didn't know what the rotation was going to be day in, day out. I just came in ready to play. I was either the second guy coming off the bench or I was the third guy coming off the bench. It didn't matter which one I was coming off of. I just wanted to go in and play ball, plain and simple. But we had a 1-2-3 punch. So at most of the games that we played, because Alex came in, set the tone. I came in, dunking, screaming, and you got Captain Hook coming in and just finishing over top of it because it's unblockable. It's only a small amount of people that have blocked that shot in the league. I'm gonna kind of be cocky. I'm one of them.
Hey, if you ever have to go up against him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know how to block it.
I'm gonna time it right, and I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna tell him to him. I'm gonna be like, Robin, I'm gonna get you hook, man. I'm gonna get it for sure. But just in general, man. It was like a 1-2-3 punch. We were the bigs that we had to go set a tone, and that's what we did.
It was effective. 3 guys is not your usual thing, but everyone had a different role. So I think it was very effective. One guy plays 30 minutes this night for one reason. Like I remember there was one game against Golden State, they just couldn't block the hook. There were a few games like that, and if it's working, keep it in.
It was games where A-Lin, he was going crazy. It was games where I was going nuts with like rocket shots, dunking. There was games where Robin, he just went nuts with the hook. He was like 100% almost every time.
Yeah,
like I have never seen anybody make that many hook shots ever. Like that's all he works on. Like he like that's all he works on because that's what he's good at. And so he makes sure that's like it's perfected and nobody's gonna block it.
Yeah.
It's like a mini Kareem out there. Just
right. He's just not like jumping as high, I would say.
I think that's true. But taking it back a little to the trade, I had one question. So, Wizards GM Tommy Shepard, he's kind of known to like vigorously scout players intensely for a very long period of time. So I was just wondering, he made this trade for you and Chandler, and it's worked out so great. Did he ever scout you personally when you were coming into the league?
That I don't know. I never really noticed. He probably was, he probably wasn't. Never really noticed. I know just most of the guys that were on the staff. I met them at a camp. It was the LA. It was a LA camp. It was a skills camp in LA. I went there in my high school. I think I went there my senior year of high school, and I went there going into my second year of college. And I met like two of the guys that were on the staff and stuff. And that's when I had met Bradley Beal too. I had met him. I said I played on the team with him. I think the last day we were there.
That's cool.
But yeah, I don't know if he really scouted me or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm here now, and me and Tommy, we have a real good relationship. We talk all the time. Every time he sees me, he tells me I'm a good free throw shooter, so that helps me with my free throw percentages for sure. If you got the GM telling you you're good at shooting free throws, I mean, you need to make some damn free throws.
Yeah. I mean, free throw shooting around the league right now, it's either you're hot or you're not. It's nothing in between. So I understand that. Yeah.
Ben Simmons.
Hack-a-Ben,
yeah, the Wizards make good use of that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hack-a-Ben.
Yeah, we tried to at least, especially like the last game.
Yeah.
The beginning game we won. Yeah, we just put his ass on the line. They were just like, get ready to rebound. That's all you had to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, another random question. So, who do you model like your offensive and defensive game after? And like, is there a player that you're trying to kind of model your future game off of what you're trying to get better at?
At first it was. I tried to model myself after like Rudy Gobert, just being like a defensive mindset.
Yeah, I definitely see
guy.
that.
Other than that, really just coming into the league, I just wanted to be my own player.
Yeah.
Sooner or later I was going to get into the mindset of just working on my craft and just building myself up from the ground up, because I really didn't have that much of a skill set. I didn't have the confidence or anything like that. But I mean, now, like, I just want to, I want to be in a position to where guys are trying to model themselves off me,
Right.
Just, have that motivation, have that confidence, have that skill set to where like, damn, really can't compare this guy to anybody, but sooner or later, guys are going to be like, you can compare him to him, you can compare him to this guy, certain things like that. But in my opinion, I just want to be my own player, do it a different way and just take a different path on how I see like my skill set and myself in general.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're there because Rudy Gobert isn't running up and down the floor faster than everybody, so.
So like going back to the drafts and then going way back 2 years ago, it's actually kind of crazy. You got drafted 1920 draft class. Did you, when Adam Silver called your name, Daniel Gafford, to the Chicago Bulls at the time, like what was like the emotions like? Did you, I mean, of course, happy, nervous, and then did everything move so fast? It seemed it was only 2 years ago, but everything can move so fast.
Yeah. When I got drafted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was just a bundle of joy because I had a dream that sooner or later it was going to happen, no matter how long it took. And when it finally happened, I mean, just all the emotions that I had built up and all the pain and just really just all like, the impatience that I had, it just all let out when my name was finally called because, I had finally got put in a position to where I can actually be a change for like the people around me that have cared about me all of my life. So just that, it was just a real big day for me. It really didn't set in until I got to Chicago though, And then when I got to Chicago, it was just like shit, I'm in the league now. Wow. Like damn, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. I ain't gotta go to school no more. I ain't gotta worry about schoolwork and shit. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm lit, but it's time to get back to like work for sure now because I want to stay here. I don't want to be here for like 2 or 3 years and then boom, I'm out the league. Nah, I'm trying to be here for a while.
Enjoy the night and get back to work the day, the next day. Next morning.
That was the mindset. That was the mindset for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, do you have any message for Corey Kispert, Isaiah Todd just getting drafted for the Wizards? Going off that.
Hey man, just come ready to work. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I say you're not gonna hear really too much out of me. I am a quiet person. When I'm around people, I laugh here and there. I'll tell a couple of jokes here and there. I'll tell a life story here and there too. But other than that, I just come to work, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get to it. That's all I got to say.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate it. Taking your time out of your day and.
Yeah, for sure. Finally got on it, man. I've been blowing y'all off this whole damn week. Sorry about that.
It's totally man, don't worry about it. You're a busy guy.
Yeah, you're a busy guy.
That, but,
we're not busy.
Yeah.
We're not busy.
Just appreciate you guys for having me on. I really liked it. We laughed a lot. Told a couple of stories. I liked it.
Yeah, we wanted this to be, more of a conversation than your typical like, annoying media guy. What do you think of this? What do you think of this?
Right.
So I think we had a good time.
I mean, we spent probably honestly weeks just trying to think of questions and
we were so excited.
We read your whole life story, at least I did. So
preparing some good questions, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate it again.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much, man.
All right, y'all have a good one.